Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Crash Bandicoot. Fresh off of Pinstripe Potteroo, we have the second level, like Road to Nowhere. This one being the high road. Hold jump to bounce higher off of flipped turtles. Fuck these turtles. Also, this level begins with a nice middle finger to ya. The stress has only just begun. I did find out that the high road and Road to Nowhere are much harder than I remembered them being in the original, so I feel a little vindicated by that. Apparently, all three games now in the remake use Crash 3's physics system. And the difference is subtle, but it's important because Crash 3 was more momentum-based. So you can't now, as far as I know, jump from like a standstill and go as far as you used to be able to. You actually have to build up momentum going into a jump to get distance. And I just haven't been noticing that. Not consciously anyway. But yeah, it's a little harder than the original. At least in this one way. Ah, damn. And the turtle parts are vastly more difficult because you only get one shot. You can't take a few seconds and try to mentally line the jump up, bouncing up and down on them. Which is why I don't feel nearly as shameful using the ropes. This doesn't feel good though. Trying to, ooh, no. Trying to like gently guide myself back to the middle. Oh, that's hard to do. So you have to take a running jump onto the turtle and then immediately go forward. Can't bounce up and down on them to line the jump up. You have to do it like this every time, otherwise you don't get the requisite distance. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, no. No, there's no way I can get enough distance like this, I think. Oh! Jesus. I'm just like barely landing on the tip of his tail. He's too far back on the platform. Oh, these levels are very, very hard. Now, it's not all more difficult than it used to be. We've discussed some ways in which it's a little bit more generous or a little bit easier. One of those ways is that the Insane trilogy changes things up for the better and to make things a little bit easier is how the bonus rounds work for just this first game. For starters, the portals that warp you to the bonus rounds, they didn't exist in the original. In the original, you would just get immediately teleported as soon as you collected the bonus token. Fuck, these hogs walking on nothing. I want to do that. I want to do that. But now there are the little pads that teleport you to the bonus levels. They didn't come along until Crash 2. And second, if you failed a bonus level before, that was it. That was your one shot until you restarted the level completely. It also doesn't count as dying if you fail a bonus round. You can just go and do it again. And it doesn't penalize you for the levels that reward you with a special gem for 0 deaths. Good. Okay, I think we're through the worst of the level. Oops, I'm trying to get... Oh, I really was hoping that was an Aku. Because I think we still have hogs walking on nothing. This isn't that bad. Once you make the first jump, that's not terrible. Okay. And we also discovered the bonus pads, like so, act as checkpoints. Which, if that holds true for the original version of Crash 2, is gonna blow my mind even further, because I didn't know they... If that is how it is, I didn't know that's how they worked. in Crash 2 either. This is a pretty clever little bonus stage, because you have to leave yourself a couple of boxes to jump back to on the top in order to get all of them. If you just do them one by one and clear the entire top row, you can't get back and forth on the bottom row. I think that's fun. Bonus rounds like this are inventive. Now these turtle jumps, fortunately not as bad as the others, because they're spaced very closely. This one's a little iffy. Oh, I could have landed on... Was that plank discolored? Was that one of the ones that would have dropped out underneath me? It doesn't matter, we're at the end. Oh, that didn't feel quite as stressful as Road to Nowhere. We did miss 5 boxes. Whatever. I could not care less. Oh, that's because we died and we didn't go back for the boxes behind the camera in the beginning. Whatevs. Okay, now we have a cooldown with... Oh, what is the next level? Is it the next temple level? Oh, slippery... Oh, this is not a cooldown. This is not a cooldown at all. Slippery Climb is also known for being quite difficult. It's also a 0 death level, which is kind of nuts. Because this is a pretty long one, and it introduces a lot of new stuff. Which can be fairly difficult to time out. Starting with these sloped stairs that switch between being actual stairs and just a ramp. Ooh, this kick-ass baseline, though. We also got the prisoners here. They're actually not even a little bit of a threat. The main thing about this level is going to be the stairs. Because if you time it wrong, it's hard to climb them in time before they sink back down. And once they do that, they normally like push you off into some of these spikes that you see at the very bottom of the screen. Also, there's not a checkpoint in this level for a decent amount of time, which is especially harsh given how much of this is timing based and how much you'll be waiting around for stuff if you do die. This is... okay. You really need to take those 2 at a time. You don't have time to climb them 1 at a time or even miss one of the stairs. Okay, good. This was the... Oh no! Damn. Mistimed that jump. You see what I mean about it's taking you back a decent clip. Fuck. This was... not the prototype, I guess the final result of a cut level. A level that was cut for being too difficult. Which, in the Sane Collection, it was added as free DLC. We'll be seeing that probably after this episode. That one might just take an entire episode on its own. Because it is no fucking joke. But yeah, I guess this is like the less difficult younger brother of that level. Just need to watch our timing. Short hop there. I'm pretty sure you can do a bigger hop and not catch the spike with your head, but I'm a bit timid about that. This is the one that freaks me out. Okay, you do actually have a little bit more time than I thought. But those, the stairs, I think, feel the most urgent. They make me feel the most anxious about they're getting their timing right compared to like any other hazard. We need to wait for the bird to repop. This is a pretty cool sequence, though. It's proven a little bit of a pain to time correctly. There we go. And then I have to make sure I make that jump correctly. So I don't, like, hit the side of the ledge like I did last time. This is pretty rough. What's my timing here? Next time it comes out? Yeah. Come on. Oh God. Yeah, that's a lot less generous, that one. Okay, these are fast, so just constant movement. Luckily, I cannot get sick of this theme no matter how many times I die on this level. We're doing okay so far. We said the 2 before the first checkpoint. Speaking of checkpoints, finally got one. That's brutal. It's a brutal level. But we're in the clear now, kinda. Still got plenty of hard parts left, but I think the gap between checkpoint 1 and 2 is not as bad. We can still fuck that up pretty bad, though. Luckily, no fall damage. Siphoning away lives from what I'm gonna need for Stormy Ascent. This whole LP is just the build-up to Stormy Ascent. Giving myself a nice big buffer zone. Buffer of lives. I learned a little bit more about how... Jesus, why am I terrible at this? I learned a little bit more about how some of the animation techniques were done for Crash because they wanted to mimic the squash and stretch style of like cartoons like Looney Tunes. How dynamic and alive those animations felt. So they did something which at the time was like super advanced. I can't believe I'm doing so poorly here. This is par for the course though. Do something hard, get stuck on something easy. They did something really advanced, which was foregoing the typical skeletons that models use that allowed for like less articulation of the model. Skeletons with just one bone, I should say. And that's why Crash can animate in these really unbelievable, in these really wild, expressive ways. Like, well, wild for PS1 3D models. Because like I say, he's not using a skeleton with one bone. They had Mark Kearney invent some ridiculous code to let them do some really highly advanced vertex animations that could actually run on PS1. What Mark Kearney was responsible for was some way of compressing all of the data to get it to actually run on a PS1. So a lot of people think of Naughty Dog as only being like recently pushing the envelope with regards to like console tech. There we go. They've been doing this for a long time. In the same way that Rare used to be huge technology innovators for consoles. Naughty Dog has always been right there alongside them as well. Just doing it on a different platform. These guys can pretty much never be a problem. Even when they're doing that little swipe attack, as long as you're spinning once you approach them, their hurtbox is bigger than their hitbox. So it's really not that much of a danger getting near them. Oh, which one is this one? Oh, this one's tough. This one actually requires... Yeah, no. I just already fucked myself over. I think we're gonna forego this one. So I'm pretty sure you need to land on top of that extra life crate at a particular time. I don't think you can hit that one too early. Oh, okay, that was fine. I think we're fairly close to the end of this one. This is another fairly long level, though. Hey, there we go. And they give you a generous 4 lives at the end, while also trapping the clear gem with a dude throwing volatile beakers. Oh, this is gonna be a lot. I want to see if there's a different animation for 40, because 30 he flattens out a little bit more. Oh, we didn't get 40, missed anyway. There's a slight difference between the 20 and the 30. Unless they just pancake him. Like a cartoon. At 40. Oh, Lights Out! Lights Out is one of my favorites. This is a good gimmick. Also another zero death level. So the gimmick for this level is that it's almost entirely dark and you have a very small light radius. Except when you collect an Kaku Mask. The Kaku Masks work slightly differently in this one type of level than they do in the rest of the game, and that's whenever you collect an Kaku Mask, Kaku becomes a flashlight with a limited duration. It will eventually run out. That's why there's so many of them. It's to refresh the duration of the flashlight effect. It's such a good gimmick. Need some more like down-tempo music too. Oh, and there it goes. Let's see if we can still make this. We're gonna wait till it gets... I don't know if there's a platform or if I can make the full jump. Yeah! I figured that was too far away for that to be like a full jump, so there had to be a platform in the middle. So because you're on a timer with regard to the light, it makes this pretty urgent feeling. It's a good way to do like a soft timer. Oh, I'm probably gonna run out of light soon. Oh, checkpoint and the Kaku. Ah, shit. And it still functions as a normal Kaku Mask in that it gives you a hit of HP to take. But you lose your light source. I think if you turn the gamma up really high, you can probably cheat this level a bit. But it's not necessary. It's not the hardest level, to be honest. It's just a level that you have to play very quickly with a good gimmick. Now we get the pendulums. There are, if I'm not mistaken, there are 2 like this. We might have got this on a bad cycle. Might lose their light. Just move forward. We caught the pendulums on a good cycle though, which is important. I know I saw a platform somewhere around here. I saw it in a hit? Oh shit. Didn't see the pit. And with Kaku, everything is lit. Oh, that's not a gap. That just jumped. Good cycles. Shit, go. Oh, this is fun. Fucking Sen's Fortress. That should have been the gimmick of... That should have been an additional gimmick of Sen's Fortress. Complete Tomb of the Giants darkness. And you need to collect flashlights throughout the level. Oh, dude, imagine. That would have made Sen's Fortress much better. Oh, and lots of pits, of course, that you have to use Dark Souls platforming to get across. And turtles that you have to bounce off of. So many turtles. You see, Crash Bandicoot and Dark Souls were basically the same series all along. That one review is right. Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, Cuphead. So fucking stupid. Alright, Jaws of Darkness is where we are going to be getting our next key. It's where the next 3 Cortex tokens are. So I think that's the last snake that I can spin to death. I hope. There's one that I have to remember to absolutely not spin. I would actually rather take the hit with one of my 2 Kakus. If need be. Oh no, that would count as spinning them away, I think. Yeah, the other way you can deal with them is to just bounce off their heads. And the reason that we don't want to spin the next snake that we see is because it'll send it flying off towards a bunch of crates. I think it will knock one of the Cortex tokens that we need to get the key away. Otherwise, not too bad of a level. It's just going to be that one Cortex token, or the Cortex bonus level. This should be the first token right here. You hear the cute little spider dissension noise? Phew, like a slide whistle. I think the spiders are the one thing still in the game that look absolutely terrible in the remake. Like, they look like they're pulled straight out of the original with barely any touch-ups. Like they're running on an emulator running the game at a high frame rate. Oh no, we can spin this snake. It's the next one that's facing towards, or away from the camera. And since we don't have the blue gem, we cannot go along that blue gem path. That's okay. That takes you, like, on a really roundabout path around the level. But it doesn't skip the Cortex token. Oh, I thought I got squished. I did there? Okay, that's... Okay, it's just pits. They're instant kills within a Kuaku. I thought it was all, like, death hazards. Poop. Wish it was like Cuphead. That would make it a little bit too easy. If you had an Kaku Mask, and you fell in a pit and it just bounced you high in the... How do I keep doing this? How am I undershooting that jump so hard? That should be good, right? Yeah. Come on now. That's good. That's damn good. We gotta wait this out. Okay, this is the snake. That's a Snek that I have to step on. I have to tread on that Snek. Please no step on Snek. It's like my favorite. Okay, so we've successfully managed Cortex token number 2, and we remember this from the previous temple level. The hidden invisible pathways that reveal themselves when you first walk on them. Also from High Road just now. And final Cortex token, and we'll get our key now. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so we have to wait a second. Bounce on the far right one, because the explosion destroys the crate on the left. And then it gets harder from there. Oh, you know what? We don't even have to wait. What am I doing? Whew. I mean, if we wanted all 24 crates, yeah, we would have had to wait that out and time that correctly, but we get the key just for finishing the bonus level. Where do I go from here? I don't remember how to get back. It's up here. Okay. Did they? I don't remember how to get back. I'm gonna go for it. I mean, I already finished the bonus level, so... Oh, good! Oh, no! I hesitated. I wasn't sure. At least that acts as a checkpoint. Okay, just run. Cool. Cool. That didn't... Yeah, no, that didn't feel good. And just go for it. That moment right before the camera shifts is like the most heart-stopping thing. They put a ton of bonus level right before the end. What What is the gimmick with this one? It's TNT? No? Oh, there's TNT here. Right, yep. Spun it to confirm, even though I had my suspicions. Yeah, so... and they lull you into a false sense of security with the first one. Is there any reason why I... Okay. Like, I have no reason not to let that detonate, right? Before, and go after the crates before it detonates, I mean? I hear one up there, that's good. These are some pretty good setups. And then the last two are right here. I'm pretty sure all that's left should be Brio, right? Is there anything after Jaws of Darkness? I know we don't have any more High Road or Road to Nowheres. Oh, and a jump right at the end. Just to scare you a little. This will be a 40. Ah, yeah, there's no new animation for missing 40. That sucks. Then again, like, I guess they didn't count on people just wantonly foregoing collecting any boxes in a level. So they didn't feel the need to do that. Oh no, there's still castle machinery. Which is this level? Is this another side-scrolling one? I think it might be. Or is this like Toxic Waste? Oh yeah, this is another side-scroller. I don't remember this one too well. Wow. Ooh, I like that. Oh, that's not what I thought it was. That wasn't an accident. That was intentional. I think we probably missed it. What I'm thinking of may have been in the last level, but there's a moment like this where if you fall into a pit, it's actually a hidden part of the level. I think that's in the last level that's like this. You know, they don't revisit these level themes too much. Oh, I can't jump that at all. I think I have to pass under the second one. There's usually only like 2 or 3 levels of a type in the game. Like there's 2 levels of the High Road, Road to Nowhere type. There's 2 hog riding levels. There's just 2 of these. I think there's 2 of those Darkened Temple levels. There's 2 of the Pitch Black levels. They don't drive any of their concepts or any of their gimmicks into the ground. There's like the... Ooh! Okay. Speaking of which, there's the teaching level, and that's a teaching moment of like, okay, we're being nice this time, but next time you take an elevator, it's going all the way up, and if you don't get off in time, you're gonna get burnt or crushed. Yeah, there's the teaching version of a level, and then there's the hard remix of the level. Which is just good game design. Hey y'all, Crash has always been really fucking good. I was so disappointed, like, in that long interim between the last good mainline Crash and now, where it was like every year people are like, oh, I hope they finally bring Crash Bandicoot back, or I hope they do a remake, or I hope they do some... This one you have to run towards the camera? I hope they do something with it, and then, like, this cavalcade of naysayers going like, oh, nobody actually cares about Crash, it's all just nostalgia, Crash was never actually any good, Crash never made money, or blah blah blah. Crash was successful as hell. Crash was, the PlayStation mascot. And now, it was more than nostalgia, people love the shit out of this series. And I'm glad it's back, and the Insane Trilogy apparently did very, very well. Shockingly. Oh, there's something really good coming up with these yellow jump pads. I think it's at the end of the level. Which plays on your expectations. It's right here. Pay no attention to the glowing, molten hot pipe. Because the jump pads have never steered you wrong up till this point. So this is their chance to subvert expectations and play with them a little bit and have them send you rocketing to your fucking death. This is just some conveyor belt shenanigans. Oh, with these things with the bad hitboxes. Oh, there's no way we're going after all these, but it's the same idea as one of the bonus levels we did recently. Where you have to leave yourself a path to go back and forth. Okay. That's not too bad. Besides, we can just spin these like so. And we have the 2 hits of HP. From Aku Aku. Not Aku Aku. You heathens. You blasphemers. This is fine to stand on, plus we have the other one right here. And we got a bounce on Mecha Turtle. Cool. And how many did we miss? Ah, not too bad. Now, coming up after this, I think I have it right this time. This should be the boss of this stage and the penultimate boss of the game, Dr. Nitrus Brio. Hey, we did it. If you squish a blob, it'll squirt across the room. That was not the case in the original. That's how we're going to be doing damage to Brio. As you'll see in a second. He has 2 concoctions. The green one, which will spawn a slime wherever the beaker shatters. And when we stomp the slime, it squirts him with acid. And then the purple ones he does after that. He does more and more of each of those every time we hit him. More slimes this time, it'll be more purple explosives next time. In the original, you didn't see a squirt of acid from the blob getting squished, so it just looked like Brio was taking damage for no reason whenever you would jump on one of the blobs back then. And this time it'll be 3. Oh, let's not let them jump on me. I'm pretty sure he does one more phase of the purple. Yep. Ah, no. Golly gee. Oh, and this is fun. The phase transition. He gets 3 more pips of health and becomes the Hulk. Knocks down a brick loose from the ceiling. And what we want to do is just jump on his head now. But sometimes you time it bad and you land on his fists as he's pounding the ground. What the fuck? I know I bounced off him the first time, because I spun at him instead of jumping at him. What happened that second time? And it takes him a second of pounding on the brick before he breaks it. So you have time to line yourself up and make sure you're not going to jump into his fist. Yeah, I was jumping when he was too far away the first time. Oh, and he gets hard. I don't remember him doing the cartoony arm flapping in the original either. I think that might be a new animation. And we have precious little of the game left, but we have a really hard level next time. And the bonus levels unlocked from the keys. So that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.